And welcome back to another stay-home edition of NBA Countdown. The whole family's here. Maria Taylor, we've got Jalen Rose, Jay Will, and Uncle Pete in the building. How's everyone doing? Let's check in. Paul, how are we doing on the West Coast?
Man, everything is on the up and up. We got good 90-degree weather, just looking outside. That's all. A lot of looking outside.
What you doing, Jay Will?
I'm trapped, y'all. I'm starting to go crazy, man. I'm just doing all kinds of weird stuff now. I don't know. I'm thinking about just, I don't even know. I can't even put it together. I just feel trapped. I'm ready to start breaking stuff.
Okay, good idea.
Damn. What?
No, I'm starting to become angry, P. That's the problem, bro. I'm in the city. Where can I go? I can't go nowhere.
Right.
He's getting mad as we speak.
Go get you some puzzles or board games, man.
Yeah. Hey, Rose got that nice house in Connecticut, so he doing it right. Fresh air.
I'm doing like the opposite of everything that I was trying to get accomplished like the last 10 years. I was trying to be on the phone less and trying to be on the computer less.
Mm-hmm. Now you're doing more of it.
All day. So it's like I'm happy to be at home, but it's like I'm busy all day.
Right.
Like either on the phone, returning texts, returning emails. I'm really fortunate. I'm not complaining about my life. I'm just saying like how the schedule has changed. But I saw a national news that I never thought would make me sad, Maria Taylor.
What?
That the Waffle House is actually open.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, the CEO came out and said,
House open?
House? Yes, Waffle House is open.
I never thought I'd see the day.
In Atlanta.
Oh my. In Atlanta, I'd be sad that the Waffle House was open.
I'm going to be honest. Everything here, guys, actually is pretty much open. I'm not going to lie. I haven't been investigating all of that. We've actually just been standing outside and drinking our fun adult beverages.
Yes.
Feet apart in driveways.
Right.
That's what you do here in Decatur. But I don't know. There's not a lot of people being safe, but that's okay. When they do go inside, the good news is they have something to watch. And Jalen, I wanted to text you as soon as this happened, but my mom called me watching The Last Dance on Sunday. And she's like, oh my God, this is Jalen's episode because they're talking about the Pistons. She was like, I can't wait to hear what Jalen has to say. I'm not even sure. Like, okay, girl, I'll let you know what he says. But before we get into anything else, Jalen, did you enjoy your episode about the Pistons and the Bulls?
I did because while, the Pistons going to get a bad rap for their style of play, it does make people remember how really good that team is. And yes, we were happy to win back-to-back championships in 89 and 90, but people sleep in 88. We lost to Paul Pierce's Celtics. Bird steals the ball. So we should have won 3 straight, actually. Mm-hmm. So just to see them be celebrated and vilified, I was happy that, they got a real recognition in the history of what made Michael Jordan become who he is.
J. Rose, I think you just said it. I think the Pistons, the Bulls should be forever in debt to the bad boys, because if they didn't have to go through the bad boys, there's no way they win in 6. It's just like that whole experience just made them so much mentally tougher than any other team. Obviously, Jordan was Jordan, but the system of all those guys, man, they took Pippen's game to the next level. And say whatever you want about them not shaking hands, but those things motivated Jordan to go next level.
Yeah.
Mid-'80s arguments that actually took place. Who was better between Prince and Michael Jackson? And who was better between Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins? Because before Jordan started really winning, the year he scored 63, they won 30 games. I know he was going through a lot of stuff or whatnot, but Dominique Wilkins was also scoring like MJ. So that argument was being had until he elevated and went to another level.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm convinced that you don't have a superhero unless you have a villain, right? So that's what the Detroit.
He got a statue in the A. Maria, no.
We got one bronze statue. No championships, one statue. What we're learning, though, is that obviously through Michael Jordan's different sagas, we're rolling through them, but there were two different three-peat teams. I'm interested to hear which one you guys believe was better, as Rodman came in and replaced Horace Grant, and then we have another team after Jordan's retirement. What do you guys think is the best three-peat team? Was it 91 to 93 or 96 to 98?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the squad. No, that's easy. No, you know what though? It gotta be the teams between 96 and 98 because you added another Hall of Famer, Rodman. You added Ron Harper. You added Toni Kukoc. I was like, come on. That was like overkill when they got all them pieces. I mean, that team was so dominant. That's easily probably one of the greatest teams in NBA history, that team between 96 and 98, hands down. I don't care what nobody say.
Maybe the great. It's like fine wine, right? Like that.
No, I'm not gonna give them the greatest because I got a couple teams that's ahead of them.
Okay.
Like who?
I was gonna say name them.
First off, the Lakers with Kareem, Worthy, Magic, Scott Green. That team. You had all them Hall of Famers, man. Come on. And then the which one? I want to say the 86 Celtics. Come on, man. You got Bird, McHale, DJ Ainge. They added Walton. They was too much. They was too much. Parrish, just too much to deal with. That's why Jordan got swept that year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to go with the Bulls team. I got them number 3.
You don't got KD and Steph and Clay, Golden State's team?
That's a conversation we gonna talk about.
Not interested in it. You roll with the Lake Bulls too, J. Will? You're 96 to 98?
Yeah, just because I even Jordan said it in the docu where he was talking about when they played against Cleveland, when they had Craig Elo, he's like, I can't believe they didn't put Ron Harper on me. Like Ron Harper is the one guy that can lock me up. So I think people overlook him. And just with what they went through on that second, bringing Dennis Rodman to the table. I mean, look, watching that docu the other day made me recognize too about his own brilliance. He was such a savant. Like, who the hell studies tape on how the ball comes off the rim? Did y'all see that part where he was talking about that? Like,
no, he didn't say. He not only studied tape, but he went to the gym and told his friend, just miss the shots, just shoot the ball.
Missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Just miss. That was crazy. That was cold right there.
Well, you know what was really cold about that? That friend on a lot of occasions, in particular their birthday, was Carmen Electra. How about that? So, of course, she was missing every shot. She don't play basketball. She's not the tallest person. It totally makes sense.
She literally, remember she said, she's like, it was an occupational hazard to be the girlfriend of Dennis Rodman. Maybe she was talking about just having to go out there and shoot those shots. Maybe that's what it was, y'all.
I can't front. That was mutual. She was like, she wasn't like a Kardashian, famous for being famous because she was a successful actress, but she was like a version of them in like the 90s for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the fellas, 96 to 98 because of the players they added, but also I'll go a different direction about style. Their closing team switched everything. Ron Harper, 6'6", Jordan, 6'6", Scottie, 6'7", the waiter was 6'11", then you have Rodman, Defensive Player of the Year. And what people gonna remember watching this 98 doc, I don't know how much he scored, but Toni Kukoc was killing.
He was nasty.
He was killing. He was killing.
That's when you had to get used to guarding a stretch four. The only other one was kind of like a Robert Horry or like Detlef Schrempf. So you'll put your big in like Dale or Antonio. You forget that Kukoc just slide to the 3 line. I know he had at least 20 in Game 7. He was killing.
Yeah.
So, hold up, y'all don't put Kobe and Shaq in the Lakers, any of those Lakers squads, or I know I said it before and y'all gave me dummy looks, but y'all don't put Steph, Clay, and Kevin even in that conversation close to it? What are y'all talking about? Word?
That's something to think about. Hold on. I didn't really go that far once I went past 3. Let me think. Come on. You moving too fast, you millennial. Calm down.
That's what millennials do, Paul. We move fast.
Moving too fast right now. I can't think right.
You have a list, you're going to forget people. With KD, as we look back at history, they're going to be in the conversation of like greatest, like closing groups or starting fives or that type of thing. But you know what else they're going to be happiest about, Jay, and KD too, if they can win a championship without each other.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I see that.
It's almost like you don't view them as a team. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is. It's like you don't view them as like together. Like, yeah, they were all great players, and of course they won games because every single player was better than the 1, the 2, and the 3 on the other team. But it's like a team.
It's an arranged marriage.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like a real marriage. Okay, let's move into current day. And the news came out this week that the commissioner is planning on opening up some facilities. For example, Atlanta would be opened up because our state has opened up the economy on May 8th, allowing, some players to go in and have workouts in the facilities that they normally train in. The question is, how would you guys feel as players at this point and where we are in the pandemic and possibly returning to the gyms and being able to get that work in again?
Touchy subject right now. I mean, I need Atlanta, since Atlanta's opened up. I need you to go out in the streets and give us an example of what everything is going to look like. I mean, we can talk about it.
Making you responsible.
Yeah. So, like, look, we can talk about it until we see it. I don't know. I'm so shooken to just be around people. Just be out in public. Most of the times when I leave the house, because I have to go to the grocery store. You see the masks, the gloves. You see when people walk by, they take the other aisle. Baskets don't pass each other. It's just the interaction. I think the news and everything that's caught up in this got us so scared because of all the cases that, even though there's a small percentage, but you don't want to be part of that percentage. It's I don't know. I'm clueless about this, but if you could keep the numbers down, I think you should start working your way back into, letting guys at least go in there with like 2 or 3 guys in the gym.
I don't see it happening. Especially because each state is so different. So now you allow these individual states to kind of, depending upon where they are with social distancing, so then some states are going to have advantages over others. Like, can you start training already? I see it more as a thing where Adam was trying to say, I think it's pragmatic. I think it's the right step in the direction of potentially having a season, even though I don't think we're going to have one. I think it's more about how do I keep the players in a safe environment in which they can train? Because you don't want guys going to some rinky-dinky gyms or going to 24-hour fitnesses or trying to get random pickup games. You want guys to be, risk mitigation, right? How do you mitigate the risk by, hey, these are all of our trainers, our facilities, environments that we can control to make sure that you're safe to train.
And you're going to view your teammates like family. And if you can be around them, obviously in a small group, you will be around them. If you can be in the gym, sweating and working on your game, that's something that you definitely would want to do. The players that have access to gyms are doing that. So it would be something that I would be open to. Unlike Jay, I do feel like there will be some basketball. I don't think it's going to happen with fans. And that kind of goes to what Paul was saying. And so playing with my teammates and or the opponent, if people are able to be tested, but definitely not ready to be around mass groups and a lot of fans.
Hey, Rose, let me ask you this, though. So you got a wife, married, family. You got a young dude on your team who wants to go out, single, kicking it, video games. Like, we all have had teammates that are knuckleheads. So, that's just something that if you, it makes me worried a little bit. I'm going to go into practice. I don't know what you're doing in your personal life. If you're stepping out or you feel trapped, something that guys will have to worry about and kind of talk to. I don't know how you handle that.
That's a great point, especially when everybody millionaires. And so you just hope that you're quarantined to the point where you can protect everybody from themselves, create some level of security kind of where people have to access themselves as they come in and out.
Mm-hmm. I want to add to this, another thing that was said is certain teams with when you loosen up the restrictions are going to have an advantage. And that's something I probably don't agree with, because you got to remember it's individual workout. It's not team practice. And teams have to get together after being off so long to get the chemistry back, to get back in shape. It's not really an advantage to have individual workouts. It's just only thing you're doing right now at this point is keeping guys in shape and give them probably a little rhythm, because you can't duplicate a game. Shooting on spots or shooting while on the run doesn't emulate what you're really going to do in the game.
You know, it's been interesting seeing who does and does not have a court. Jalen, I think you brought this up before. It's like the rookies ain't got nowhere to play. They're like outside. Someone had to wheel in a basket.
Pads,
Yep.
gym clothes, pool
No
clothes.
gym. So they're the first ones that are probably like, please just loosen the restrictions a little bit just so I can see a ball near a basket, because I haven't been able to do that. But I guess we'll continue to watch this story, obviously, and see which teams are going to actually be able to get into the gym and how they decide to do this and as safely as they can for their team. Guys, we've run out of time. I feel like it flew by again. The good news is we'll all be back on Thursday. Yeah. I'm glad that everyone's doing well.
So listen, give me the playbook once you get out and about in Atlanta, so I'll know what to look for.
I'm gonna have videos and a full report by the time we get back together. Okay.
All right.
If you watch one episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I'll have a full report for you.
All right, I'll watch the next one.
Okay, done. All
When's the next one air, Paul?
I could go on demand. Look at that Duke. Look at that Duke smart. Look at that smart mouth. Look, when does it air? Demand, buddy. On demand.
You got his fire stick.
Oh, Netflix.
Right.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.